think that's all I have on my list. I have some questions from people who have joined us. How do we support children going through puberty? That's one of the questions. Then there's another question, but I want you to answer that first so that we can separate them. How do we support children going through puberty?
Puberty, even as early as age 8. So it's happening very, very quick nowadays. Whether you are from Nigeria, you're here, whether you're even in Nigeria, I don't know what's happening with this new generation. They are going into puberty quite early now. And what I would like to say to the parents is you may start to talk about things about their bodies from your child. I wouldn't say from age 6 or age 5. Some age 5 children I've heard stuff. Know stuff. They are ready. When you notice that your child is ready, you start to see hair growing here and there. You start to teach them about self-care. Please, it's important to call things the way they are, depending on their age. You start to let them know, okay, this is what this is called, what that is called. When it comes to puberty, for a male child or a female child, self-care is very important. You start to hear, oh my goodness, I think it was my husband that actually told me that when our daughter was age 6, we just started smelling this stuff. What is this? What? My husband said, I think you need to go and get some roller. I said, she's young. She can't be putting all that chemical inside. But she was already starting. So study your child, know if their body is starting to change, get them to know about their self-care. Start to talk about changes in their bodies. For female, they must start to have periods, go through. Please don't leave it late. Back in Nigeria, they find it hard to, sometimes our parents, if you're in my generation, our parents even never discuss what puberty. You just find yourself doing stuff and you don't even know. Nowadays, children have actually heard at school before you even discuss it with them at home. I realized that when we were going through some of this stuff, my daughter will go, oh yeah, they taught us that at school, or that is what that is called. I said, oh really? I thought I'm early. And we're talking about age 7. Once you start to see that your child's body starting to change, whether it's a male boy or female child, please, it doesn't matter whether it's the dad that did the talking or whether it's the mom that does the talking, someone has to do the talk. Even if we are single parents, I don't want to generalize it that we're all husband. Even if you're a single parent, please pay attention to your child's body as early as age 5, 6. Start to tell them what this means, what that means. If period starts, what do you do? Let's be sensitive to the change of mood. It's okay when you're happy. Sometimes you might just see yourself crying. You don't know. Come and talk to me. If it happens at school, this is what you need to do. Go to the office, tell your teacher this has happened. So you continually be intentional. Be intentional in your talk to prepare your child for puberty, starting from smelling body odor. Roll on, your body is changing. You're going to go into puberty. Your boobs are going to start changing. This is what this means. You're going to start being realistic. Call it what it is. Because if you don't call it what it is, they will go back at school. They will call it what it is. So let's be intentional when it comes to puberty to call it what it is. Explain what things are. Explain what is going to happen. For female child, you're going to say, oh, you might just start to feel sad. It's PMT. Even sometimes I still feel sad some days, like what is going on with me, because the hormones, they're still growing in their brain. A lot of things are happening. So study your child. Start as early as you feel your child is ready. You see hair growing, start to teach self-care, start to tell them what is happening before they hear it out there.
Someone before I will let you speak, sir, because the person that actually asked that question is saying that how does a mother talk to a son now because the father doesn't have time when it's come to puberty? But before you answer that question, sir, someone has a question around that same thing, like what if the child feels embarrassed by you speaking to her about puberty and change? What if the child feels embarrassed and doesn't want to speak about it? What do you do?
They will feel embarrassed. They will feel they will close their eyes. They don't want to hear it. But can I shock you? At school, when they start to teach puberty and reproductive development, they will bring out pads. They will show the boys, this is pads. They will show the girls, this is pad. I remember my daughter coming home and said, "Oh, mommy, we did reproductive. I'm so glad you've gone through all the..." Everybody was going, ew. I'm so glad you've gone through it with me. Everything they say, I kind of have an idea. Thank God we had done that. But your child will feel embarrassed. Remember what I said. You have to call it what it is, because if you don't say it at home, they will hear it out there. They will make it plain. They will call pad. They will call menstrual cycle. They will call menstruation. They will call everything the way it is. So you have to explain to your child, yeah, I know you feel embarrassed right now. Yes, it sounds funny. I know you don't want to hear it. On a light mode, don't make it a great lecture. God help us. But you know your child. I know my child. I found maybe if we're together in the kitchen, I would just throw something in there. We would just throw it, on a lighter mode. That, is something, call it names. Pinky party. When you start your pinky party, have a code for it. If your child don't feel comfortable with it, if you say menstrual period and they say, "Oh, mommy, don't say that. Oh, that's an ill. Okay. Let's call it pinky party." Yeah. Just find a way around communicating, but make sure that your child gets the message.
Thank you very much, sir. Do you want to add to the part where the father is not?
Yes. The father is not the boy about puberty. We're in an age whereby information is out there, so the mother might need to step in, because again, it might be a single parent. It might not just be that the father is not there. To be fair, a lot of us, one of the and I stand corrected, one of the people that are less inclined to change are African fathers. We are so dogged in our ways sometimes that moms can be very flexible. They can quickly adapt, So if the mom is very proactive in that way, she might need to get the information she needs. She might not have the, maybe by, searching for it, discussing it, from what she knows. It's best that you equip the child with the little that you know than nothing. And it's best that it's coming from the parent first, like you've just had, because they would actually even teach them at school eventually. But the mere fact that at least, boy, it will be more challenging, because of course, the boy hearing that, depending on the age, from the mom is even more ill than, but again, just explain, use the tactics of what is comfortable with the child. But that doing that alone in itself is helping the child. Coming from the parent, whoever parent it is, making it comfortable for the child, so that when the child is being exposed or taught at school, it's something that one is reassuring, that at least my mom has spoken about this to me. These are the things she said to me. You might be able to even add, chip in scriptural things, to channel it, because when they do it, they just expose it to them. They give them information. But when you are telling them, you're telling them how to use that information. Knowledge is different from wisdom. You're telling them how to use that information when they get it. So you are being proactive in doing that. So I encourage the mom to do it. Ideally, the dad can do it for the boy, but if the dad is not there or not willing to do it, the mom shouldn't just leave that without doing that.
Yeah. Yes, I believe either of the parents can do it, and mom, please take it on. You can do it. There's really nothing that you wouldn't know, but if you need more information, it's out there, it's online. Be free with your child. It's your child. It might actually be better for you to do it than dad. Maybe the way that we even do it might be might be soldier-like or different. So, but if you do it in your own way, in your time, with your son, it might be more effective. Look online, tell them what it is. You see, hair is going to start growing, you're getting big boy, this is what you do. PE, if it's a girl, you start training them. Your bra, when you're changing at PE, this is what you do. Your body is the body of, you don't go and flash your body at everyone. You tell them about the importance of their body. And probably mom, you even spend more time with your son than dad. And honestly, I'll be honest with you, you can do it. You can do it. Do it with your son. Say everything. Be intentional in the message you want to pass on. My husband said, school will give information. Yeah. But what does it mean? I'm starting period. What does it mean for the child? I'm growing hair. What does it mean with your child? It means you're getting bigger. You're becoming mature. You're going to go through changes in your body. You're growing into a young man. This is what you do with it. This is how you treat yourself. So it's the message, the wisdom is very important and best coming from parents.